Okay, we're going to make our squirt chalk now. Now, for the sake of not forcing you to watch me make a humongous mess, I did a little bit of this before I started recording. So you're going to need your food coloring, and you're going to need some butter knives. Now, we only have plastic up here, so I don't know for sure if these are going to be long enough, but we'll see. We need our baking soda and our vinegar. Of course, you know, in my class with as many science experiments as we do, we have Shopko size, or not Shopko, Costco size all the time. And you need your cornstarch. So, hence, I already did the cornstarch because as many science experiments as I've done using cornstarch is not a user-friendly product. It makes a mess, it doesn't pour well, and it goes everywhere. So this is nothing compared to the mess that's next to the trash can. And then we will need some water. Not that much water, but we'll need some water to add to our squirt bottles with the powder. So with that being said, I am going to see if I can switch the camera. It's not going to let me, so okay, so let me see if I can switch it, just set it this way and not see what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So hopefully you can see a good portion of what I'm doing. Okay, so you're supposed to fill the first 3 bottles about 2/3 of the way with equal parts cornstarch and baking soda. So I probably am not going to fill them up all the way, just because I don't have a funnel on hand and it's really messy. So I'm just using my hand, and baking soda obviously pours a lot easier than the cornstarch, and we make a big mess in here all the time anyway, so we just have fun with it, and we just know it magically gets cleaned up at the end of the day because, you know, the teacher lives at school. All right, there's a big old clump here. I'm gonna have to get that smashed. Okay, so now we're gonna add a few drops of color. We're gonna do yellow, 4, 5. We'll do 6 and see how bold of a color it gets. It just has a few, but we like bold colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they have these bottles at Walmart for 94 or 96 cents. But of course, you can also grab them from your recycling, any squirt bottle or dispense bottle. So we are going to fill the rest up with water. I'm gonna leave some room for it to move. I'm gonna clear the top off so that hopefully we can get a halfway decent seal when we put these lids on so that we don't end up hopefully leaking. I can always clean off the table a lot easier than cleaning up food coloring water on the floor when I'm shaking. And the water level's going down at the takes it in. This is where many hands make light work. You have to, of course, release some pressure every now and then. Hopefully it doesn't spit too much. Okay, we don't need anything to stir that up. It's good, except for it's gonna erupt again. That one is ready to go. I'm leaking a little bit on the blue. Sometimes it helps if you just knead it on the bottom. See how it fell in to the fluid, and then shake it again. Got some clumps in it, so I'll just keep it going and keep shaking it and letting it sit. Same thing with those. See how the color's all the way to the top? It's wanting to spurt out again. See if I can release the pressure gently. There we go. Now I'll do the red, which is kind of looking a little pink right at the moment because it's not mixed in yet. So I'll mix it up and see if we want to add a little more red to it. Ooh, it's leaking too. Don't blow on me. The joys of science and the messes we make. Okay, so we have red, and we have yellow, and we have blue. Our red is kind of a pink, but that's okay. Now, I'm gonna take our other three, which I have filled with our vinegar, and we're gonna make them yellow and red and blue. So then, when we go outside, we can squirt the chalk, and then we are going to squirt over it with our vinegar, and not only watch the chemical reaction, but we're also going to watch the colors change. So we'll see what happens if we put blue chalk down and squirt over it with the red vinegar, or if we put yellow chalk down and we squirt over it with the blue vinegar. So if you try this experiment, you'll have to be sure and let me know if you were surprised by any of your color combinations. If you mixed all of them and what it looked like, or what your favorite one was. Okay, now I'll take them outside and show you how some of them look together. And we'll experiment together.